a beast, but he only got one sack.
I get you. He only got one what? What you mean got one? Oh, he can shoot?
Like he can only run people over and stiff arm. He don't got no moves like that, bro. He don't get.
He got speed. How big he is?
Yeah, he got good speed to be that big though. He don't really need it. You're right.
Yeah. That boy is OD, man. Bro, let's not lose this game. Come on, man. Dang it. Alright, send that to me, Sean. I'm about to watch that thing, bro.
Alright, bro. I got sent to the chat so everybody can see it first real quick. No.
You playing your dad league?
Oh,
this is mine.
yeah. Send it to you now, Gus. We'll send it to Malcolm, but I probably can't even send it to Malcolm then.
Yeah, you can't because he don't got his. Oh. Bro, come on, I gotta guard up, dog. I'm about to just watch this nigga this Sean play this game, though.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, I'm about to turn the mic off, though. I gotta get in the mode.
Yes, sir. You concentrate, though.
Alright, look, I'm LeBron, y'all J.R. Smith, and Tristan Thompson. Give me the ball. I'm wondering who's going to tell him. Realize what I just said.
Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the trophy. As it'll be the AFC champion.
Damn, I thought she was going to throw it alley.
Taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. After all,
hold on, that damn center. Yeah, that's. I ain't want to throw it with that center still right there. Tuck around, pop out, damn rim and shit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Good shit, Jay.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left.
Get him, nigga.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh!
Certainly not.
Oh! Yeah, let's go! Oh! Fuck!
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat.
Nah, I threw it because I thought I was about to slide out of bounds. That's why I kept pushing next. Like how it looked like I was about to just slide out of bounds. So I was like, man, I want.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy.
I was about to say you can shoot too. Get that.
Never mind. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
He said.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Right.
And he'll take this close to a first down at
the Chiefs'
26.
On a 2nd and long.
I'll drop anybody. I'll be dropping 14 points with this nigga.
That they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go, D, get off the field. Jump, 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 jump. Get right. Shoot. Topper. Get 300. Get 300. Let's go. Go. Number 53, Mike 53.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
This will be taken short.
Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check back 21, right 21, check back 21. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense, let's go. Check. Hey, 57. Yellow. Come. Alert flare. Under 10. Check 3.
From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Three 0 after one on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Demario Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check safety, check safety. Watch the safety creep. Inside, inside. Check 3. Check, crouch. Crunch, some motion. Hey, Charlie.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first, now this from 43. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 43. Slam. Here, 15. Back. 25. 15. General. West. He's checking. Crash. 15.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Hey, check.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Open on the left side, this is Valdez-Scantling. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And his kick is right there. It's good. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, 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 check. Hey, 626. Inside. 26. Zoom, zoom.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check it back, check it back. Kill. Slam. Tighten up.
Mahomes now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 15, 15. Let's go. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They go again with Muhammad. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are able to cut into that lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Slam. Tight dog. Jumper.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards. The Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings that 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
From the 31, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
throwing again on second down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Easy, 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 easy. Shift. Switch. Rush in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
319. 630. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, jump out. You can do.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Sit down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
In your face.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You got 58. Show it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your...
Shit, take that shit. Shit, take that shit, nigga.
And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.